So that would hey, it's Sade here from Approaching Zenith, your laid back but focused spot for wellness and content marketing for your business or blog. So today I'm going to be talking about morning practices. These things will help you liven up your morning and bring about more productivity for your personal life and for your creative life. I like to call them practices. At one time I was calling them morning routines, but I was reading some blogger and I can't think of her name right now. She's a lawyer. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right here. So that's her name. And she was saying like how it's a mindset shift to use the word practice instead of routine, and I totally agree with her. Word choice really does matter. So when you say routine, that's more structured. It's like something you have to get to, and when you're perfectionist in recovery like me, if you are that kind of personality, having something as a structure, it's hard to be flexible around it. So you have to use words to prevent yourself from being too rigid about things. So word choice is really important in my book. So using the word practice helps me have a more fluid idea and mindset about the things that I'm approaching. So it's a practice. You may get to it, you may not, but it's something that's a mainstay in your schedule so that you know that it's there. But if you don't get to it, you don't feel so disappointed and overwhelmed by what you didn't get done. Okay, so the first thing I like to do right when I wake up in the morning is to pray, and some may say meditate. I say prayer because prayer is my meditation. It's what's keeping me calm, help calming my spirit throughout the day, and it helps keep me balanced. Next, I like to journal. So journaling is really great for me also in the morning because my brain is fresh, it's alive, and I write my best in the morning. So if I'm not writing for my blog, like if I'm in that period where I'm writing my blog and other articles, then I'll journal. So it's usually either or, because like I said, my brain is fresh and I do it right in the morning. And journaling helps me release any negative energies I may be having, and also I use that time to record my accolades, things I've accomplished. So the next thing I like to include in my morning practices is stretching. And usually I'll do yoga, but if I don't have time to do a full, I don't even know if the right word is asana. So if I don't have time to do a full practice, and sometimes they're as short as 5 minutes, but if I don't have the energy, like look up a YouTube video, all that, so I'll just stretch. So I'll sit on the floor, and a lot of times this will happen after my prayer. So I'll stretch my legs, stretch my arms, stretch my back, do anything, pay close attention to the areas of my body which are needing more attention. So stretching also helps open up my brain and allows me to take deep breaths and to prepare for my day. Okay, so after I do those things, I then go into my priority tasks. And usually these are the top 3 things that I set to do for myself the night before. If I don't do it the night before, then I do it right then. It takes me like 2 minutes to just think about all the things that I have to do, and I set my priority items, the most important things that I have to do for the day. And it's usually, I decide if they're priority based on the deadline, what time I have for things throughout the day. So that is what helps me decide if they're priority or not. I put these at the beginning of my day because if something happens at the end of the day that prevents me from getting something done, then I feel like I've accomplished something if I've at least done one thing on my list in the very morning. Because our schedules can be unpredictable, and if you have a lot of distractions like children.
Over the last week, month. You cannot talk while I'm recording. There's nothing in you right now. Yes. Please be quiet when you get it. Relax when you get it for you.
Or other things, your job is really busy. Doing those things in the morning and knocking off at least one thing helps take a load off and helps you feel accomplished for the day. I usually get to these things before the sun rises. So right now my schedule is I'm waking up around 6 a.m. every morning, sometimes 5:30, but usually 6 a.m. and within an hour, I usually have about an hour block where I have to just work with no distractions, no phone dinging, no text messages, nothing like that that's disturbing. So it's something about that stillness and the dark that helps me focus more and especially without those distractions, I get done with it much quicker than if I were to try to tackle it in the middle of the day. Plus, I try to do it before the sun rises, because once that sun hits, my kids are alive and awake. And sometimes even before the sun rises, but if most of the days I can get at least 1 hour done before they wake up, then I'm good with that. It won't be all 7, but it'll at least be most of the week. And the last thing that you can include into your morning practices is to let the light in. So if you have really nice windows with that bring in a lot of sunshine, that helps so much to just like reset your day. So every day is a new beginning, and like approaching Zenith, the Zenith is rising. So that's really what Zenith means, is that you have another chance to start again. So that's a reminder to open up your windows and get your day started. One thing that I found that has helped me remember to open up my curtains and to let the light in is to get plants. So I didn't used to have a green thumb, I had a brown thumb, but I've learned to be mindful of my plants. So getting plants helped me to open up the windows because they need light. And so having that dependent needing light has helped me remember to open up the blinds in the morning and the curtains. So those plants thrive off the sun just like we do. So those are a few things that you can incorporate into your morning practices to help start again and to help boost your productivity. Are there any things that you do that help start your day or help you feel more healthy or help you work better throughout the day? So what are some things that you do? So put those in the comments below. If you like this video, then you'll probably like another video I have coming up about what to do when you're stressed out and over it. I'm gonna attach that little cheat sheet somewhere over here so that you can just download it and be ready for that when that video comes out. It's a bunch of things that you could do when you're just over it and you just need a break. So go ahead and grab that either in this link or in the description below, and I will see you next time.